Welcome back to the Defensive Stance. I'm your host, Jeremy, and here's your co-host, Gabe.
All right, Jeremy. So today we're going to talk about why the Eastern Conference is so mixed up, especially from last season. So right now we have the Miami Heat and Chicago Bulls sitting at 6-2 and the 2 and 3 seeds respectively in the season, and we have the Boston Celtics and Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are both teams are 4-5 and the 10 and 12 seeds. Is it too early to worry about these teams, or is it going to resemble the rest of their season? What do you think?
I believe that the Bulls and the Heat are going to be doing good for the rest of the season because the Heat acquired Kyle Lowry, and he's a big help because for Toronto he couldn't really do much because they weren't a good team. But now that he has the help of Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, I think he's going to be doing good. And the Bulls just completely changed the whole team. They went from just Zach LaVine and Vucevic to Lonzo and DeMar DeRozan. So I think, and actually some good role players off the bench like Caruso, who's been actually showing up pretty good this season. But with I don't think that I don't think that the Bucks should be worrying either, because they have the best player in the league, and the rest of the team is decent. Like Chris Middleton's still good, Drew Holiday's still good, but with Boston they should be worrying because they have absolutely zero bench depth. And the starters aren't even good this season. I don't know what happened with Tatum.
Well, I mean, if anybody knows about it, it's you, right?
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Tatum. He's not scoring at all.
Usually with the NFL, they have something called like the Super Bowl hangover, I think they call it, or something like that, where the team that either one of the teams that went to the Super Bowl the year after doesn't do that well. I mean, the Bucks, obviously, they just won the championship. You don't think that's a possibility? You think they're going to go right back up to like the 1 or 2 seed?
No, but I don't think they're gonna do bad because they
So you think they will decline a little bit?
Yeah, because Giannis is extremely excited as he went on Instagram Live and ordered 50 Chick-fil-A McNuggets.
The 50 Chick-fil-A McNuggets are still hurting him?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
All right, so what do you think, as a Celtics fan, what do you think they can do to improve? Because, 4-5 start, for the Milwaukee Bucks, like you said, they probably shouldn't be worried right now. But for the Celtics, this could really be like the rest of their season.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with the coaching staff, because with Kemba Walker and Gordon Hayward, right when they left, they got a lot better. So the coaching staff.
And Fournier?
Yeah, and Fournier, but all of them did better.
Well, Hayward too.
Hayward did good after he left. After everyone left, they leaves Boston, they always get a lot better. So the coaching.
Well, I mean, there is this theory that Marcus Smart said that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown don't pass the ball as much as they should. Do you think that is part of it? Do you think they're being too selfish, or do you think that they're all Boston has? They need to keep the ball. They need to be the one shooting the ball.
In Boston's first game, we saw that with Tatum. Tatum wasn't scoring and took a ton of shots. Jaylen Brown had like 40, but he wouldn't give it to him. Tatum just kept trying to get on fire, but it wasn't working.
Yeah, taking too many shots.
Yeah, way too many.
So, with the Bulls and Heat, are they going to stay at the 2 and 3 seed, or where do you think they'll realistically fall to come playoff time? Are they going to be a play-in team, or are they going to be a solid, not above the play-in team? So they're going to be like 4 or 5 seed. What are you thinking?
Well, I think Miami will stay at their same spot because they were a playoff team last year, and they got a pretty good point guard, like a star point guard, and that's all they really needed.
What about Tyler Hero though? He's been showing up.
Well, I mean, last season everyone was calling him a bust because in the bubble he did good, but then the next season after that he was doing awful. So.
Well, I think Jimmy Butler seems to be a pretty good teammate, and I think when you're Tyler Hero, you play the same position. I mean, if you consider Jimmy Butler a 2, I mean, some people consider him a small forward.
Nah, he's a small forward.
I mean, he can play both, but either way, I think Tyler Hero's taken a lot from him, and I think they're both going to progress. I could see them making the playoffs. I don't think that's unreasonable.
Yeah, I think the Bulls might make the playoffs too. It's just not as good because they could have made the playoffs last year with just Zach LaVine, and then they added on DeMar and Lonzo, which is two star. Not really with Lonzo, but DeMar DeRozan's a star player.
You were close. You were close. Same Lonzo's a star player. So to recap, you're thinking the Heat and Bulls, they're good. They're gonna stay in those playoffs. But you're saying the Bucks, they don't really have to worry. And the Celtics, on the other hand,
Yeah.
it could go downwards from here.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to thank everybody so much for watching. This has been the Defensive Stance. Tune in next week. We're going to talk about how the Golden State Warriors are playing so well and how Curry could potentially be up in the MVP ladder again for the second year in a row. As always, I'll see you next week. Make sure to tune in.